Thank you for coming to my channel. This is me, Carolyn, Simple Life, and I shaved off all my hair because I saw a video by Rebecca. Oh, I've got to get the she anyway. She has two videos in which I saw that she had shown um, of two people who have passed away, and um, so I thought about what it was that I wanted to be remembered for, and I thought about how brave those two women were to, record their everyday life, and so that's kind of where I'm at right now. Um, Honestly, this is the first time I think that this. I kind of, sort of, like everybody went to. We all started off at tech school at the exact same time, but everybody graduated and got promoted, and they're like almost to high school, and I'm still in kindergarten. Um, finally stopped chewing the ends of the pencils off. Well, anyway, so my name is Carolyn Armstrong, and I guess it's the obligatory, obligatory, Thank you to my channel again. It's October. No, don't laugh. It's October 13th, I think. And so then my kitties are jumping around and driving me crazy. I started reading this really cool book called where did it go? Da 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 da. This book, I got it for 93 cents. 93 cents. And this is the first book after spending hundreds of dollars of mine and some state of California, time ago, money books going to college on physical fitness. This is the book, 93 cents. Look at that. It says, it, it explains, like, ladies, it explains. So, meant to, it explains stuff. But you should take, read this book before you take any physical fitness classes. I'm serious. You really need to read this book. Why? Because you know how people keep saying, "Oh, it's in your metabolism, or it's this, or you're that, or this." He he actually makes those words that they use in all the books that you don't know what they're talking about, and you keep smiling because you think because they're skinny they know what they're talking about, but they really don't know what they're talking about. Good book. I'm only on page 98, and it's interesting because it talks about how to avoid overtraining, and he explains with all those annoying little things you don't know what they mean, like what the heck is a curved cycle, and what's anaerobic and aerobic, and what works and what goes into what muscle, and what sugar and how does this and this, and um, the causes of why you actually gain or lose weight. And in this thing he's doing about the basic. Anyway, this is a really good book. I hope that you guys will find one at one of your dollar stores or whatever. I got this from my local Zephyr's Book and Coffee. I put the um. So I'm gonna put the ESN. I mean, sorry, the IBSN number that they put on the back of the books. Hopefully, you can see this book. It is wonderful. I don't feel like I'm reading a quack book. I don't feel like I'm reading a book that just do this, and do that. I think I kind of feel like finally somebody's explaining the ups and the downs without the why and the how and the why you should. And mostly I'm impressed about the whole easy it is to raise your heart, what to do, and so I'm really looking forward to that. So today is. I hope that today is. I think it's the 13th. I'm sorry. I'm really brain damaged right now. Okay. Saturday, October 13th, 2018, and I'm at my apartment in Wairika. Um, so next week, ouch! Next week I got to go to the Monday's the eye doctor, and then Tuesday is the big national JCPenney hiring day. And I also want to go to the welfare office, which even if you're not on welfare, guys, is a great place to go. Most of them have workforce type places where you can go in there and type resumes and look on a computer, and they have somebody there to help you with that type of thing, and it doesn't cost any money. Oh, I started on first, uh, very first eBay thing is posted. I don't know exactly how that's gonna turn out. I hope that once I get through the whole process, through the first one, and then and there's a lot of things you have to know, like for instance, even when you sell your product, your bill date, it might be a different bill date than when you get the money in, so to charge for the fees. And so that's a good thing to know. I also where did it go? Da, da, da. That's right. Old fashioned, write stuff down, not be so attached to my electronics. Um, well, anyway, so I'm going backwards and forwards, about back and forth, back and forth. I kind of feel like with this opportunity to apply at J.C. Penney's, that I'm going back, that God, in His mercy, is taking me all the way back to before I had my first nervous breakdown, or mental break, or whatever they called it back then. And I had been working at the Marine Corps Air Station in El Toro, Santa Ana, California. Um, it's closed now. It's the base they used in the base they used with the movie with Will, Independence Day. That base, it's gone. So and then my first major bill was J.C. Penney's, and then I had all kind of issues and stuff with that. So if getting this job, to get a job working at J.C. Penney's, even at 54, I kind of feel kind of vulnerable, in the sense that it's a blessing. Also, opportunity to apply for a job working for child support services. And I kind of feel like, now that my boys are out of the house, I kind of feel like uh, I think that it would be just way funny and ironic, because their father treated me like crap and them like crap, and didn't pay any child support. And I kind of feel like me getting that job would really be appropriate. So anyway, so I hope not to be too morose, in future movies. Oh, uh, Dr. Martin Lloyd Jones has a trust his trust on YouTube. I don't know how to share a link. I'll try, but I don't know how to share a link right now, but to where shoot to where he is. I don't know if I saved the videos if they show up on here or not. I don't know exactly. But anyway, thanks for looking at my crazy channel. Well, not really crazy. It's just I feel very juvenile and very fresh, and I would say not as bad as I did when the boys first, and we all saw all this pain started coming out. I would say I feel a little bit vulnerable in the sense that maybe 2 weeks ago I'm wearing the same outfit and I did all the whole makeup thing and my hair cut off um and that, but I don't think I'm overly vulnerable, except for I would really like to get some long nails, and I realize that in order to beat my latest diagnosis of oh well what did she said I had, ADD or ADHD or something that I was doing. She says, oh, you have ADD or something. So that was been a little bit of an adjustment. You're not bothering people. That's an adjustment, and trying to keep my head up about this whole church issue. And I miss my friends, and I need money for my laptop. And I wish I had a boyfriend that was actually a boyfriend, and I don't mean a man in my age group that's just juvenile and trying to be a teenager, and I'm having enough trouble catching up to my own age, mental age, and my spiritual age, and I don't know, emotional, and getting everything getting everything clicked in togetherness. And so this is not really a this is just hopefully a better making sense video of introduction. And I hope if you come here and you'll say, what is up with this woman? I wish I just please just come back once in a while and subscribe, um, and just check me out once in a while, because I think this simple life, I think I would call it a simple life. Let's grow up together, if that makes any sense. So let me know what you think in the comments. Be nice though, because I'm be kind. You don't have to be nice, but let's not be rude. And so okay, so then today is Saturday, so this is so hard. Okay, so tomorrow every morning when I get up, I I try to listen to one book of the Bible, the whole book, which means that some days is really fast, like Ruth or Esther or something. But I had promised myself a year and a half ago, maybe, I don't know, I can't remember exactly. And I had told myself the last time I was going through the King James Version Bible. Oh, if you don't, it's wonderful. The King James Version Bible. The Two Preachers has a channel. My Lord and Savior Jesus Christ has a channel. Uh, yeah, I think it's TMZ. Means anyway. There are a lot of dramatized audio Bibles, King James versions. I don't listen to the other versions because I feel like in my life of recovery and constant recovery and pulling apart and all this of all the drama that I've been through and out of and caused people and they've caused me and didn't take it on the wrong people. Okay, so anyway, all of that is at the end. But I seriously believe, beloved, that you should just stick to one Bible. And I seriously um, take seriously to heart that as a believer, which is that you believe in your heart that God sent His only begotten Son, Jesus, born of a Virgin Mary. Anyway, and then Jesus came, and then He died, and then God rose Him up again, and then thou shalt be saved. But I also believe that when Jesus came, after He rose again, and He stayed the walk and stayed after He and taught and taught and taught before He ascended back to heaven, and He told them to go and wait on the promise of the Holy Spirit, and the Holy Spirit would teach them and give them wisdom and all these things. And I believe that if you have a trouble with your walk or your level or phase or whatever you want to deem it, you're not going to understand it. Some things because it's by faith, and that's okay because God blessed us with um, Dr. Moore, Dr. Martin, yeah, Martin Lloyd Jones. It's Martyn Lloyd Jones, and other people, and that his family through his trust has made the videos, or they were not videos, they were made off radio tape, and so it is really wonderful, and I would encourage you to take that and listen to people who know, who've been places, who've lived through a world, who had world wars on their borders, on actually on their shores, and see how their walk went. Um, Also, too, if you get the original um, MLJ Trust channel, it'll give you a really nice biography and talks about having these issues, certain issues with different religions and cults in his own family and how he handled it, how he went the book that his grandson or his great grandson somebody had found was telling him about, and he didn't say anything. um, he wouldn't read the book that he was talking about first. He wouldn't read the book, and then he was able to say this, that, and the other. And also, ladies, okay, and some guys, but ladies, he encourages study. He encourages you to study. He has a really good one. It's called the battle for the mind. Not the stuff written by Joyce Myers. Forget that. No, this guy is really great. And when you listen to him, he passed away in 1981. But when you listen to him, you really feel when he's saying in the 20th century, he means the 21st century because some of the parallels are just amazing. And um, and so anyway, I believe that God sends us people that has to help us through difficult times, and I think that He's was one of them, and I think that it's a great honor to him that his family would to provide this trust to help other people, and that's one of my goals in life. Is I would like to be in a good position and send money to this, and and only support other agencies that are out of the country to do this and do this. It only if they include the parents because we matter just as much as everybody else, and nobody is older than God. And mm, so anyway, back to my story. Sorry about that. I so last year or the year before that, when I was going through Job, and I said to myself, when you read Job, you really when they're reading Job, you should read it along with them because there's a lot of stuff about Job that was a little bit confusing, and it worked wonderful to have them do the hard parts, and it's dramatized, and so the voices change, and you can pick up the nuances of the different words, and oh, and it blush. So um, I have okay. So then now I got the Psalms, okay, and so then I said to myself, Carolyn, maybe you should slow down and read Psalms along while they're are narrating, um, whether doing the Psalms. But now I'm thinking to myself, I don't know if that's a good or a bad idea, but I am completely off schedule, and so I don't know you all out there, so I won't say that I love you because that's weird. But I will say from one straight person, and so you don't get any freaked out, that I'm so crushing on you. Been coming to my channel, and I think you deserve like 40,000 zillion billion zillion points if I had points to anybody. But let me know how you're doing on your faith walk. Uh, Tomorrow is the eye doctor, so there. Thank goodness. So I'm gonna just say my last appointment, I weighed 311, and that was on well, I couldn't have been right on the first. Okay, it was October 3rd, and so I'll let you know how I'm doing, and you let me know how you're doing, and what books are you reading to help you? What are you doing to understand your physical body or what's ever going on with you? But as I believe, just like Dr. Martin L. Jones said, you should read a part of some part of the world, right? So to know what's going on in the world. And so that's great. And he also pointed out how with before the Reformation, how people didn't really know how to read that much, but the Bible to common man and all these wonderful things. So hopefully, I'm not going to tell you what on here because it seems to me that every time I say that, like zillion other things comes up. So if you have that problem, and thanks Miss Rebecca from two different of her channels, she is such a sweetie, and as soon as I figure out how to put links and stuff, I will link it back to you if you want to see it. I don't know you, but oh, so I was going to say, oh, so I was taking this class in Hebrew to study Hebrew. And then it was through e-learning. I don't know if some of you may know what that e-learning. And then I had made these specific payment arrangements because I'm like other people, I'm on a budget, right? So, and God's been really helping me with my wish to be more responsible, be more, you know, all these things, and I'm signing up for cancer insurance, not because I believe I'm going to have cancer, not because or any of that. I'm just I'm just practicing being more responsible. That's the best way I can put it. It's really hard to get off these dating sites because I still don't have a boyfriend or somebody my own age that's fun and reasonably intelligent and not a wife or and retired, because retired is another word for I've been on Social Security for 30 years or something for drug abuse or some oddball thing, but and so I'm having to really get difficulty being lonely, and I'm having a challenge with signing up shouldn't be at only because I'm so lonely. And I always when I see some of the beauties on Facebook, and you lovely, lovely, beautiful women, young women making your decisions and doing all these great stuff and love and with social media, I applaud you, but I need a and so oh. I did watch you. I was watching. What was I watching? Oh, I was watching Tombstone. I finally got to see it, but then I got distracted. And oh, Carolyn, I don't know how to edit these videos. Okay, so one more thing. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, that's water, and I was supposed to start the 30-day challenge, and of course I forgot. And so tomorrow is the 14th, October 14th, 2018, and I'm crossing my fingers and my toes if I could cross my toes, but I can't, so I cross my legs, and then later on I mean, not later on. When I come to stop rambling, how do people survive these things? Stop rambling. Tomorrow, I'm going to try really hard on tomorrow, which is the 14th of October, 2018, Pacific Standard Time, or Pacific Daylight, anyway, in California, to start back on the water challenge. And anybody wants to do the water challenge with me, please do. And then tell your friends to come to my page and subscribe, just because I don't exactly know what happens when you subscribe. So subscribe anyway, because, well, you know. And oh, so tomorrow when I get up, uh, tomorrow when I get up, I'm going to get up on time, or try to get up whatever time I wake up in the morning, and just get up and do this whole water challenge and start with the whole uh, 32, 30, wait, um, yeah, this is a gallon of water. So, um, there's no tea in here. Okay. Okay, so it's 8 fluid ounces of water. We're talking about water, not the juice. Um, 16 servings per container. I need somebody that knows how to multiply. Let's see. 16, the 16 divided by 8. Ugh. Anyway, I'm trying to do finish the whole bottle. Okay, the whole bottle. I forgot how much they said. Well, anyway, I forgot how the challenge complete. But so tomorrow, starting tomorrow morning, I'm gonna try to do the whole bottle throughout the day. Not all at once, but I'm gonna try to do that. Oh, and get back on the fiber thing, but ooh. So get it back on the fiber thing, and but let's not say that's gonna be tomorrow, because I might be doing too much here. Okay, so then we're gonna do the water, and I hope you somebody water and join me on the challenge. And I don't know how to ask you how to come on the challenge, but please come on the challenge. And oh, I hope you like my thing. I got this from Especially Yours catalog. On clearance, and they have a bunch of these. This is the silky one. I have another one that's more of a jersey style, I guess, where it's one for one D for. Oh, and I took my glasses off, but my earrings out. Okay, but anyway, God, in the beginning, God created, and anytime somebody starts complaining, then you can say, "But God." It's explain the rest. So God bless and have a really, 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 really good whatever day this is for you. Okay. So God bless you, keep you. May the love of God, the fellowship of the Holy Spirit, the love of Jesus Christ keep you now and forever till ever. And have a great day. Okay. Bye.